Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the ISO SMG that came to Season 5 as a brand new DLC weapon, and as you've seen at the start of the video, the clips that I can get with this gun have been absolutely crazy, and there are so many different ways you can set this weapon up. Because of the attachments, it's quite a versatile weapon, so you can use it as a hybrid effectively. You can use it as an SMG and you can use it as an AR. You can also set it up so it kind of acts as both. It's quite good from long range, obviously depending on the attachments you put on and some of the things you unlock. I'm going to put two setups on screen right now, and these are the two that I was rocking in those two clips. One was a very compact version of the ISO with a large ammo clip, I think it had the 50 round mag on, and the other one was more of a long range variant of the weapon where you obviously get longer range kills. You can use it more of an assault rifle. It's more of a medium to fairly long distance weapon. Although this thing doesn't do very well as an assault rifle, you can get pretty decent long range kills with it, and I mean definitely in multiplayer you can, as you've seen, you can get some kind of long shots with this gun, but in Warzone it's probably not a viable option to do that. Although from close range this thing really does rip, and to prove it on Warzone I'm going to put a clip on screen right now of me taking out a full team with this thing inside gas station next to Superstore. Roll the clip.
Picked a whole team. Oh, there's a guy jumping. Are you good, bro?
Just slaying. Just give me a minute.
Guy below you. Two guys pushing you now.
There's no SMG, man.
Can you fucking be
Your bot?
Yeah, better.
I mean quick.
This thing does melt close range. It's really good. However, it doesn't stack up to things like the MP5 and the MP7 because those things are just ridiculous. So this gun is kind of like a mid-tier SMG. It's very balanced. I don't think it's overpowered in any way. It's not underpowered because it does kill quite fast if you're very accurate. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, it's very versatile. It's the way you want to set it up. Now, personally on screen right now are the two setups I use mostly with this weapon. I've maxed the weapon out now, so I've got all of the attachments. I've tried them all out. These are the two run and gun and pick off and long range variants, if you will, of these weapons that I typically use on a daily basis, and in my opinion they're probably by far the best variants. The iron sight on this gun is pretty damn good, so I don't think there's any need for an optic. I think it's just a waste of an attachment. The gun only has 20 rounds base, so you definitely need an extended clip, whether that's the 30 round clip or the 50. I tend to lean towards the 50 round mag a little bit more because of an SMG. I like to be able to spray, and if I miss a couple of bullets it shouldn't really matter because that's the reason why you've got so many bullets in a clip and you can afford to miss them. Whereas with a 30 round mag you've kind of got to be a bit careful because you can only get into 1 or 2 gunfights at max, whereas with the 50 round mag you can probably get into 3, potentially even 4 if you're accurate. So there are 4 barrels. The second one down is used for more control, less recoil sort of thing, so that's more of a long distance range barrel that I would typically use if you're trying to make it as a hybrid. Whereas the one with pretty much no barrels, just like a little tip on the end, that is where we should go with a running gun and the SMG kind of thing. So it's kind of like a pocket gun. Pull it out when you need to. You don't typically use it that much, but it's good for very close quarter combat. I would actually recommend using the Merc foregrip as well rather than the Commando foregrip. I think it just adds a lot more control to the weapon, and it actually makes you run faster as well, which is pretty crazy. And then the laser. You've got to have a laser on both of these for the reason being it's an SMG. It has to be able to be good at hip firing. I mean, you can get a long range variant of this weapon. You can set one up and you can use it as like an AR SMG hybrid, but if it doesn't hit fire, it's not going to be a very good SMG. So I always use a laser on my SMGs to make sure I'm good at hip firing, and that if I'm missing a couple of bullets, it doesn't matter. I can just hit fire and try and get those last few on that guy. And I would really recommend using the laser on both of these setups. And again, with the stock, it doesn't really matter. It's entirely up to you guys, down to personal preference. Again, I tend to use a very small stock for the run and gun, and then obviously with the more versatile hybrid AR SMG, I would typically use a stock which gives it most control, most stability whilst aiming, to make sure I don't have that much recoil, or make sure the kick on the gun isn't very high when I'm trying to get a long range kill. But the gun tends to actually control quite well. There's not a lot of recoil on the weapon at all. As I mentioned, it has a very good iron sight. It doesn't take too long to reload. It's an all-round good gun. It's just not as powerful as the MP5 or the MP7. But the weapon itself is absolutely great. great. I'm really happy with it. I really enjoy using it as well. That and the A94, both very balanced weapons. There's nothing overpowered about them really, and it's good. It's a good update, to be fair. It just means there won't be another meta weapon or something stupid that everyone's got to use in Warzone now. But guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed. It's only a short one today to go over this weapon and the best attachments for it, in my opinion. If you guys are watching and you have any other suggestions about better setups for this weapon, do let me know in the comments down below, and just let me know, what do you use on these weapons? Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.